Hello Shatling! Smash or pass niche sleep disorders. I have recently been reading a lot about sleep and about the circadian rhythm and all that fun psychological stuff, and then I thought, I could put this into a smash or pass video. And my amazing boyfriend gave me the idea of smashing or passing mental disorders, and then I put the two pieces together and I'm like, why not smash or pass sleep disorders specifically? So that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm excited. Welcome to the beautiful land of Wikipedia. Today we are going to be smashing or passing circadian rhythm sleep disorders. Like I said, this is the exact thing that I've been reading about recently. Now, of course, I'm going to explore more topics in the realm of sleep, but right now I'm on circadian rhythm, and I found this subcategory on the list of mental disorders, and it really caught my eye. Starting off with circadian rhythm sleep disorder. Mind you, I know as much about these as you do. I'm going in for the first time, I'm going in raw, no condom. So I'm going to be learning along with you. Circadian rhythm sleep disorders, also known as circadian rhythm sleep-wake disorders, are a family of sleep disorders that affect the timing of sleep. So this is just like the category title. They cause a persistent pattern of sleep-wake disturbances that arise either by dysfunction in one's biological clock or by misalignment between one's endogenous oscillator, what? And externally imposed cues. Okay, what? Oh, okay. So it's basically just the category, is it not? It's not even a specific disorder, it's just the blanket term for all the disorders that we're gonna smash or pass. Well, see, because it's not even a specific disorder, I feel like it's not interesting enough to smash. It's just saying, hey, yeah, all these disorders have something to do with the circadian rhythm. So I think I'm honestly gonna pass. Yeah, pass. Look at me having some self-respect. Next up, we have delayed sleep phase disorder. This is so hype, oh my gosh. Guess who has this? Guess, take a guess, take a wild guess. Did you guess me? If you did, I'm proud of you. Delayed sleep phase disorder, more often known as delayed sleep phase syndrome, and also as delayed sleep-wake disorder, is the delaying of a person's circadian rhythm compared to those of social norms. AKA, instead of falling asleep at 11 p.m., I fall asleep at 5 in the morning. The disorder affects the timing of biological rhythms, including sleep, peak period of alertness, core body temperature, and hormonal cycles. People with this disorder are often called night owls. This graph is kind of hard to read. So green is the average person, and then blue is someone with delayed sleep disorder. So it looks like the average person is getting their sleepiest at 1? Or like the circadian rhythm has you in the sleepiest state at 1 a.m. If this is 12, 1, 2, whoa. Oh, it is. What? Wait. If we're using military time, then this is 12 p.m. I'm so confused. You know what? Never mind. I'm not going to try to take that apart. Although what I can do is compare the difference between them. So this drops right around 1, and this drops right around 6. Whoa, that took way too long to figure out. Wait, what? No, wait. This drops at 1, and this drops at... You can really see my sleep debt coming out to play in these calculations that I'm attempting to perform. Holy moly, I can't even... What? Jesus Christ. So, if my calculations are correct, there's a 6-hour difference between the normal circadian rhythm and the disordered circadian rhythm, which sounds about right. I mean... Let's just say that somebody on average goes to bed at 10 p.m. That means that somebody disordered, according to this graph, might go to bed at 4 a.m., which sounds about par for the course. Okay, we are so smashing this disorder. Like, are you serious? I have this. I find it so interesting. Let's look at the symptoms, by the way. Let me know if this sounds like you. I have never met another person who knows that they have delayed sleep phase disorder. I've met people that certainly seem like it. I've met people that go to bed at ungodly hours, but I haven't met anyone that actually has this and is aware that they have it. Delayed sleeping times, usually after midnight, resistant to conscious attempts to change. Oh, that's a big one. When you try to force yourself to go to bed earlier, but you're just laying awake. Potential occasional bouts of insomnia, extreme jet lag-like effects. Hell yeah. Sounds about right. And then the causes, genetics. Interesting. So there's like not shit you can do about it? Risk factors? Oh my gosh! A risk factor is a variable associated with an increased risk of disease. So having ADHD means you are more at risk to have delayed sleep phase disorder. Would you look at that? See how beautiful it is? This is why I love psychology. Yes, I have ADHD. Yes, I have delayed sleep phase disorder. And I'm sure many of you do as well. Oh, there is treatment. Light therapy, darkness therapy, moving important tasks to earlier times, gradually shifting to earlier bedtimes and waking times, medication for augment blah 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 blah, melatonin. Okay, yeah, pretty much what I would expect. Smash! Next up we have advanced sleep phase disorder. Whoa. Advanced sleep phase disorder, also known as advanced sleep phase type of circadian rhythm sleep disorder, is a condition that is characterized by a recurrent pattern of early evening sleepiness and very early morning awakening. So it's the exact opposite of the delayed sleep phase disorder. The sleep phase advancement can interfere with daily social and work schedules and results in shortened sleep duration and excessive daytime sleepiness. What? So it's basically the exact opposite of what we just went over. Earlier than desired onset and offset of sleep. Okay, yeah. So the exact same, but the inverse. I'm passing because I'm biased, okay? I go to bed super late. I have delayed sleep phase disorder or whatever it's called. So obviously I'm going to be biased toward that one. Waking up really early just really grinds my ass. I hate how school and work and everything is always designed to cater to a, what's it called? Morning lark. You know, morning people. I hate that shit. So I'm biased to like the later sleeping disorder. Therefore, I will be passing advanced sleep phase disorder. Like I said, I'm biased. What are you gonna do about it? Irregular sleep-wake rhythm is a rare form of circadian rhythm sleep disorder. It is characterized by numerous naps throughout the 24-hour period, no main nighttime sleep episode, and irregularity from day to day. Affected individuals have no pattern of when they are awake or asleep, may have poor quality sleep, and often may be very sleepy while they are still awake. The total time asleep per 24 hours is normal for the person's age. The disorder is serious and invisible disability. This sounds like somebody I know. What the fuck? It can create social, familial, and work problems, making it hard for a person to maintain relationships and responsibilities, and may make a person homebound and isolated. Whoa. Has various causes, including neurological disorders such as dementia, brain damage, or intellectual disabilities. It is thought that those affected have a weak circadian clock. Okay, that's what I would expect. There's something about your circadian rhythm is fucked, because the circadian rhythm is the process in your brain that keeps you waking and sleeping at the same time every day. And to involve altered levels of pineal melatonin. Pineal. A hormone that signals biological night. Okay. Wow, this is like so fascinating. How would you go about managing it? Sleep physician, blah blah blah. Treatment for irregular sleep-wake rhythm tries to enable the body clock in the brain such that a normal long sleep period at night can be achieved. So melatonin, education about sleep hygiene. Okay. Smash. Holy fascinating. I swear to God, this sounds like somebody I know. I have never heard of this before. Fascinating. Smash. Next up, we have non-24-hour sleep-wake disorder. Huh? What? Non-24-hour sleep-wake disorder is one of several chronic circadian rhythm sleep disorders. Whoa. It is defined as a chronic steady pattern comprising daily delays in sleep onset and wake times in an individual living in a society, as opposed to an individual not living in a society. Symptoms result when a non-entrained what the fuck drifts out of alignment with the light-dark cycle in nature. Although this sleep disorder is more common in blind people, affecting up to 70% of the totally blind, it can also affect sighted people. Non-24 may also be comorbid with bipolar disorder, depression, and traumatic brain injury. So, it sounds like it's where your circadian rhythm falls out of line with the light and dark, night and day, right? Like, you know when those two dudes went into a cave to study their circadian rhythm and it was completely dark? and despite being in darkness, they maintained a circadian rhythm. Is it like that? Maybe? Free running disorder. It sounds like the circadian rhythm is free running despite the presence of the daylight and darkness cues that are supposed to train your circadian rhythm at a specific time, right? Progressively shifting nighttime. Okay, this is kind of interesting, but I'm also a little bit confused. I feel like I don't quite understand it as much as I should. And also, I find it a little bit less interesting than the previous one, so I'm gonna pass. Circadian rhythm sleep-wake disorder caused by irregular work shifts. I think I know what this one is about. I could be wrong though. Characterized by insomnia, excessive sleepiness, or both, affecting people whose work hours overlap with the typical sleep period. Oh, affecting people whose work hours overlap with the typical sleep period. It's unfortunate that this is even a thing. Like, it's so sad that people have to fuck themselves in the ass and have a terrible sleep schedule just to stay alive and make enough money to survive in the current economy. Insomnia can be the difficulty to fall asleep or waking up before the individual has slept enough. What? Am I stupid, or is this entire thing worded weirdly? About 20% of the working population participates in shift work. Blah, 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 blah. So basically, when your work gets in the way of your healthy, ideal sleep schedule. Okay, this one I feel very strongly about. I already talked about how night owls are basically fucked from the get-go because so many jobs are tailored to a morning person. So this is something that I'm very interested in, and I find it fascinating, and therefore I'm going to smash. It's also very sad. It's really sad that people have to sacrifice their health just to make money to stay alive. But that's a whole other topic. Last one, jet lag. I think I know what this one is. I could be wrong though. Jet lag is a temporary physiological condition that occurs when a person's circadian rhythm is out of sync with the time zone they are in. We all know what jet lag is. When you go on a flight to Tunisia and suddenly you're 8 hours ahead of where you usually are, and then when they are going to sleep, you're still wide awake and vice versa, and it's all messed up. I find jet lag to be very fascinating because it completely and clearly displays how one's circadian rhythm works. Like, it's the most easily understandable example, showcase of the circadian rhythm. So, I'm gonna smash. I feel like this is the perfect circadian rhythm disorder to kind of encapsulate this whole video. It really shows how the circadian rhythm works, how it's constant, how it keeps moving, even if you change locations, even if you change your time zone, your circadian rhythm doesn't care. If I recall correctly, it takes... Basically, for each day that you are in a new location, you recover 1 hour. So according to that logic, I would have to be in Tunisia for 8 days in order to fully convert to that time zone. The circadian rhythm is very steady and constant in a healthy, normal person with no disorder. So it takes a long time to adjust. Thanks for watching, Twin. I'm autistic, did you know that? I love sleep, I love talking about it. Make sure to take care of yourself and be kind to yourself and follow my Twitch. Okay? Okay. Bye, Twin.